Welcome back, this is episode number 6, and we're now working on bathrooms. I need to keep an eye on Gossman. I think she's up to the wrong sort of stuff. She's cleaning. Actually, I should probably disable disinfect on the toilets. Let's do that. Over here, we don't actually need to be disinfecting those. Where is she? What's she doing? Granite. Alright, where is she? Seriously though, she's not digging. She's storing materials because I've stuffed up her priorities. Her priorities should be... I need somebody who's tidying full time. I can't have Barney doing that. Gossman doing that. Okay, so pneumatic door. Need to move the rust deoxidizer down over to here, which means I need to dig it out first. Come dig out this stuff first, please. It's more important. So plumbing, we're going to be going into sink there and there, and there'll be another one, but we need some more space first. Okay, there we go. So now we can copy that and build it underneath the vents, and the idea behind that is to allow the chlorine to fall down and the oxygen to rise up. The farms being over here, it's important that the chlorine not sort of come and rest on top of the farm tiles that could stop them from growing. Alright, and we need a storage bin. And some toilets. Hook up the power to the rust deoxidizer. Deconstruct the old one. And we can copy the settings from the storage bin here, so all these, the way they're whatever I've ticked there will be applied to the next storage bin when I do this. So now if I deconstruct that one, they'll move all the materials across. And we need another toilet there. Looking good. Alright, we need some more ladders up. Whoops. That's not exactly what I want. So you can see as they move around, they explore a little bit more of the map. Alright, let's keep that door open. And build another set of toilets over here. I do want this wire prioritized. We can't have that machine not running. Alright, there, that's good. And now it's going to just request some materials. It'll be up and running again. Oxygen situation is quite good. Everything's above 1,000, so that's what we need. What's going around here? A little bit of polluted oxygen. Chlorine, oxygen, polluted. Yep, that's okay. Nothing too dire. Okay, so we need to plumb all this in. We'll be just using igneous rock, I think. What do we get there? Have at least one toilet and a bed for every duplicate. Okay, well that's kind of temporary. It's not my intention to have that in the long term. Right, so am I going to... Yeah, I think I will. There's a thing I like to do to sort of mask the pipes, which is like this. And then we have the out pipes like this. So you don't have any ugly pipes running through so much. The pipes actually don't matter for decor, but the bathrooms look a lot nicer when you can hide the pipes. And we will need to dig out all the way across here too, actually. To there. So a lot of people, a lot of other duplicants who don't have other duties are helping out by delivering the supply materials for Joshua, so he can get the construction work done a little bit quicker. That is exactly ideal. Now I probably want to be careful of this bedroom getting too big, so I might just put a door in there. And actually want to make sure these bedrooms are sealed up before the end of the day. So I'll increase the priority on those few bits of work there. There we go. Alright, looking good. We somehow chucked a pip in this bedroom. So we need to get the clean water. No, this is the dirty water coming out at the top and the clean water in at the bottom. Okay. Well, I think we'll use this water supply over here first. So we'll probably want to dig into that tomorrow. And we'll make some little scaffolding bridges across. Like that. Actually, I don't really need to do that. Nah, I don't really need to do that. We'll put a, we'll relocate the pump at a later stage. So what I was looking at there is the height of the water. So obviously you're pumping from the bottom. But I don't want my dupes sort of trudging through all this water down here to build a pump down there. They can probably just build one here for now, and that'll be fine. so they can walk through that little bit of water there. That's okay. Got another oxyphone there. I'm starting to think that the oxyphones might be using too much water. 19 kilograms a cycle times that many, it's quite a lot. We might move away from that now that we've got the rust processing working quite well. The water's definitely a tighter issue, more of a budget constraint. Alright, speed up. Somebody didn't make it to their bed? Oh no, we've only got 6 dupes, that's okay. So Gossaman's going to be working on cleaning the toilets. We need a somebody who can do tidying, carrying supply, I think. We don't have a supply person yet, do we? No. We also don't have a somebody who can focus on animal care. I think this map was saying that we need to do quite a lot of animal management, so maybe we should focus into that for the next... What are you up to, buddy? Focus into that for the next duplicant. Try and get a, what are they called? Animal husbandry or something? Critter ranching. Ranching. A rancher. Let's dig out... No, I suppose it doesn't really matter. The carbon dioxide can pull around in here and push its way out the door eventually. I can dig these up though. Where actually is Gossman? Oh, there she is. So I want to pump this water up from here. Straight up, I suppose. She won't be able to reach that tile to dig, so what I'll do actually is deconstruct that one and then she can dig it out from below. Above, rather. The other direction. So we're putting clean water in here. And we're going to take the polluted water out and process it. So to do that, we will run this pipe down here. Prioritize that. Get that all sorted before the end of the day. Alright, what did we get there? Algae distiller. Was that the end? Oh, yeah, no research selected, so let's go into the research tree. Alright, what we just got was... this one. Algae distiller. The water sieve is the important one. And we want to get the liquid reservoir. So we'll get into that. Actually, this bathroom's coming together pretty quickly. We might get this done this episode. Maybe. That'd be great if we do. This polluted water here is a long way from this network, but we'll sort it out. We'll get it into there somehow. I will need to power up this pump. So we're going to need to run over here and around, and it's pretty janky, so maybe I will do something a little bit less janky and instead run it across here and down. Oops. We've got plenty of metals, fortunately, so we don't need to worry about conserving resources. Granite on there, and the granite is a priority. Or the tiles are a priority, I should say. Alright, so what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3. Good. I want to keep these doors open. To dig out a little bit more space over here because I'm going to build the filtration system in here. I think that's where it's going to go. Missed a few tiles there. Oh, wait, that's right. We're building this new upper part. So I guess this part is going to be going like that. Alright, some more tiles here. And under refinement, we've got now water sieve. So the water sieve cleans the water, turns polluted water into water using sand. It also produces polluted dirt and therefore produces a little bit of polluted oxygen. It needs power, and we're going to try and seal it off in a little airtight room. So water in, water out, something like that. Hey, whoops. Power, of course. We need to be careful that we don't have the technology yet for air. What's it called? There's a thing that let's go into research for a second. Can't think of what it's called. Yeah, this one, the deodorizer. So if any polluted oxygen does appear around this, it'll clean it off. So I'm going to build an airlock tile here, like that. And some more granite. Now this is all, well, some of this is temporary, some of it's more permanent. Obviously this pool of water over here is quite temporary. The toilets, I'm pretty happy with those. They're likely to stay there. We don't need that anymore. The water sieve I think will stay here, but we'll see. May relocate it depending on how things go. Building lacks resources. The micro musher? Oh, no, we don't want any more. Oops. Hope we haven't been. I think we've been cooking more. So until this is all up and running, I'm going to leave that open. And I've kind of made a bit of a mistake there. They can't reach that tile to build the wire, so I'll just put a ladder there and then they can reach it. Alright, another day done. Poor Stinky's so slow. So those, you can see the pipes are kind of obscured by the buildings. I like how that looks there. And the reason for leaving some space in between is so that we can put some artwork in there. I like the toilets to be a little bit decorated and look fancy, even though it's not particularly required. Yeah, look at all this water being pumped in here. Not too happy about that. Need a bit more space there for one of the water reservoirs. I think I will just take it out of the water sieve and leave it, pump it into a water reservoir until I have a bit more of a permanent plan. I'm also curious to see what the output temperature is, because after it's been through that loop, the water sieve itself has changed. Back in early access, it used to output it at exactly 40 degrees. Now I think it's changed to be, it was kind of a bizarre system. I much prefer it to be more like the other buildings where the way it sort of works is the building produces heat and it outputs whatever material it outputs at the heat of the building. So then you're just trying to manage the heat of the building to make sure it's at the right temperature. But we'll see how it is. I do need to be careful not to activate these toilets. Yeah, has that already got the material? No, it hasn't. So I'm just going to cancel that and do it like that. Because I don't want the, if the water pumps up to the toilets will be ready even though the output pipe won't be ready yet. So I don't want to start this up until I'm good and ready. And I could have just turned the pump off by disable building, but now if I turn it off, if I turn the pump off, I actually have to have the duplicates come over here and switch it, whereas this one-off thing I can do where I can just connect them, connect the wires at my own leisure is much more convenient. What do they keep going over here for? Rust. Okay. Filling up that bin. And Gossman should be prioritizing on digging though, but she probably couldn't reach that area until Joshua just built those. But those two tiles there. Alright, that's still off. What's our skills situation? We've got one person with skills to spare. Yeah, I don't know whether to make Abe move into critter ranching or stay with crop tending. I'll see how we go with the next duplicate, who should be coming up soon. Alright, that's good. And we will need just some plumbing. Alright, so all of the bottom ones are done, so they'll have access to fresh water, and the excess water can come out there, but we need to have an output reservoir before I want to start that up. So we need that research done. How you going there, Ellie? Nearly done? Looks like it. Gossman's still not focusing on digging very much. I don't really have any digging tasks for her. I probably should queue something up. Some more exploratory digging. I just don't know which way to go yet. It's okay. I can focus on this. Try and do one thing at a time. Under edible, we have 29 kilocalories of lice loaf. Some of that might go off if, yeah, stale. Alright, the reservoir's done. Plumbing? No, it's under base for some reason. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm going to pop this down here. And then just run a pipe across like that. Good. What else did we get there? Insulated pipe, shut off, reservoir, and hydro sensor. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Other than what we've already used. So next we want... What next? Probably ranching I would like to move into. I don't think we'll have anybody ready to do that yet though, so what about smelting? Smelting might be a good idea. Smelting might be a very good idea actually. I'm going to grab that, I think, even though it's quite deep into the tech tree. It'll take quite a while to get that one done. Insulated tiles is good. Deodorizer, yeah, I need that. That's actually what I need. But smelting probably next. Alright. Got all these different machines. This game's cool. Alright, I think we're ready. Oh, new duplicate. Let's see what we've got. We have farming, research, building, doctoring, research. Nothing really exciting here, guys. I'm going to reject those guys, I think, and maybe we'll get the care package. Actually, what's our sand situation like? Let's see. Oh, we don't actually have any sand. Oh, dear. I had not realized. Filtration medium. Okay, well, I guess I know what we're printing then. Wow, that was a close one. I nearly went for the eggs. 3,000 kilos is a heck of a lot, so I'm glad that happened to come up, to be honest. I think you can use mafic rock though. Although, well, maybe something's changed here. Can you not use mafic rock anymore? I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to get sand. But that's all done now, so we can go into power and hook this up. And the pump will start pumping the water through the network. And that means we can start to remove all of these other toilets we had. So we're going to go with deconstruct on the toilets first. And this sort of network is a very bad design because I've got multiple branching points on the network. The way the supply networks work is that if you have anytime you have a T intersection, it will send the water. It doesn't split it evenly, so one packet of 10 kilos moves in here, and then it moves one there, one there, one there. So it splits it every time. So this last one receives. So this a half goes here, a quarter goes there, an eighth goes there, a 16th, a 32nd, a 64th of the water arrives there, until it's all backed up completely, at which point it'll go through fine. But so that's okay in this circumstance, but normally you would want to do some priority management with the pipes. And the way you do that is by using the bridges. So if I did something like this, the way it would happen was the water would come up here first. It would hit, I'll just pause for a second. If I put that there and I didn't connect up the pipe between here and here, the water would flow up here. It would hit this tile and it would immediately teleport over here, and then it would flow on. And only once this had completely backed up would it be allowed to flow from here into there and up. So you use these liquid bridges as a way to prioritize things, and you can also use liquid valves. This is a similar sort of thing. Anywhere where you've got an in and an out and T intersections, you usually want to manage those and prioritize them one way or another. Alright, so they're using the toilets and the dirty water's coming down here. And this will be building up. Once it gets enough, it'll start filtering. Lovely. Now, it's going to be germy water, unfortunately, but the clean water will mean that at least the germs are dying off. We'll probably end up filling this up before that, before those germs die off. But yeah, that's it. We managed to actually get it done in one episode, so that's I'm pretty happy with that. I need to just retire all of the other toilets now. We'll just go deconstruct, and we'll leave the composts because they'll produce a little bit of polluted dirt in the meantime. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode.